Hello everyone, this is Dr. Mariam Narona. We've already discussed a little bit about what research is, what it isn't, and in this video we'll be taking a look at the meaning and definition of the term research. So let's explore. So the origin of research is in the French language, and it means or it meant to search for something with intensive force. Now, if you look at it very carefully, yes, this is what research is. When a researcher is engaged in research, he or she is looking for information, looking for solutions, trying to solve problems, trying to find new ways of doing things, and he or she is doing that with great force in the a great amount of energy is being expended with a lot of interest, using time, energy, spending money, and interacting with people, spending time in the library, perhaps working in a lab, or doing a survey, field work, right? So research is essentially looking for something with intensive force. So let's consider a definition of research. This definition is by Earl Robert Babbie. Research is a systematic inquiry to describe, explain, predict, and control the observed phenomena. Research involves inductive and deductive methods. Now, if you see the keywords here in this definition, research is a systematic inquiry. So, research always has a systematic sequence in which it has to be performed. Inquiry, it is an investigation. Research is an investigation. You're trying to find out something, you're trying to solve a problem, you're trying to raise certain questions. So, research is a systematic inquiry to do what? To describe, explain, predict, and control the observed phenomena. To describe, meaning to describe the characteristics or features of a certain group of people, which is an example of that is consumer profiling, or if I decide to make a student profile of my class, I would just be describing things as they are. Explaining why something happens. When you try to explain the relationship between two variables, that is the relationship between, say, rainfall and agricultural production, or unemployment and contraction of demand, or reduced consumer spending. You explain why the variables are behaving the way they are. You make a prediction, that is, you predict that rainfall will be so much in this period next year, something like that, or agricultural production will be X amount if we have rainfall, so much rainfall over these months in the next year. And to control the observed phenomena. So, you control by making some adjustments or changing something in some variables, where it happens in cases of, you could say, in laboratory experiments, where you increase or decrease a particular chemical, or and then they react very differently. So things like that, where you control, say, the amount of medication that you're giving to a patient who is suffering from a particular disease, and then you see the difference in how he or she is responding. So research is a systematic inquiry to describe, explain, predict, and control the observed phenomena. That is, something is happening and you are trying to either describe, you are trying to either explain, you are trying to predict or control what is happening. Research involves inductive and deductive methods. So very briefly, to say that a deductive method aims at testing a theory, and an inductive method is concerned with the development of a new theory emerging from the data. So, an inductive approach could be something like how Maslow developed Maslow's need hierarchy. It is already established, but when he developed it, it was a new theory. A deductive approach could be a researcher many years later, who's aiming at testing Maslow's theory to see whether it still holds true. If he finds that it does not or it has changed, and he comes forward with another theory, then that is deductive research, which is leading to some sort of a new theory. Let's consider another definition of research. Research is defined as the creation of new knowledge and or the use of existing knowledge in a new and creative way so as to generate new concepts, methodologies and understanding. This could include synthesis and analysis of previous research to the extent that it leads to new and creative outcomes. So, see the focus on new and creative. So, through research, either you create some new knowledge, or you use existing previous research to give it some new twist. It always should lead to something new and very creative. That's just like how technology evolves. You keep buying new phones, or you look forward to the next iPhone because you know that it's going to have some new feature or something what wasn't there in the previous version. So that's how research functions or it works. It always gives you something new, something novel and something really creative. So, having considered definitions of research, let's just say, what is research then? What would you say is the meaning of the term research? So, research is careful consideration of a topic or a problem which you are studying or a phenomena. It is also re-looking, re-examining, rediscovering and reinventing what is already in existence or what was in existence in the form of previous work done by others. Research is always relating to a particular problem, a particular phenomena and an event or an occurrence. So why does it happen that rainfall has declined or is declining, or when you're studying climate change, why is the earth getting warmer and warmer, why are species dying out, why are diseases coming up, like today we have COVID-19 again. It is a form of SARS and acute respiratory distress syndrome. So things like that. Research looks at a particular problem or a particular phenomena and tries to decipher why some things happen, why certain events occur or take place or they reoccur. Then it is also establishing relationships and facts. So relationships between variables, like I mentioned, you study the relationship between agricultural production and rainfall, or you study the relationship between giving people the facility to work from home and their productivity, or you study financial incentives and productivity. So establishing relationships between variables and you put them down as a fact, unquestionable fact. Then reaching or drawing conclusions about certain things. So most researchers will end in drawing some conclusion by like saying that the higher the income of a person, the greater his propensity to save, something like that. You will be able to draw a conclusion, or say during an economic downturn, spending is limited, and so demand dives, and no amount of pressure selling will help to increase demand. So demand will either fall or it will remain stagnant, things like that. You draw some conclusions about things. I hope the meaning of research is clear to all of you. So, we've seen that research is a systematic inquiry. It is a way of describing, it is a way of predicting, it is a way of explaining, it is a way of testing, it is a way of controlling phenomena, events, occurrences. And in the next video, we will be looking at the features of research. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you like the educational content shared on this channel, please subscribe and share your views to your comments. Thank you.